everybody. Good afternoon. It's Stamp Crazy with Alison. I'm Alison Sullivan. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia in Canada. And welcome. I have been away. I was on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip. And then I came home with a really bad cough. Hi, Keisha. So I'm going to hope, fingers crossed, that one, I don't forget how to do this because it's been a while. And number two, that I don't start coughing. I'm feeling better. I'm just making sure I've got everything up here, Keisha. I'm feeling better. Thanks for asking. It could start. So I'm going to try and hopefully get through this. See, as soon as I said it, I start coughing. It's more of an asthma thing now. Hi, Mo. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming, you guys. I know it's been a while, and I appreciate you guys hanging in and waiting for me. So I'm just going to make sure everything is running here as it should. It looks like everything's good. I've got sound. I've got audio. We're good. Video. Excellent. Okay. So today, what are we going to do today? We're getting back in the saddle here. So I am looking for my cursor. There it is. We're going to play with the Earthen Elegance. Earthen Elegance. It's on page 70 and 71 in the annual catalog. I will admit that when I looked through the catalog at first, this was not a stamp set that I had any kind of it didn't draw me. I thought, oh, I don't like the colors. I was kind of whiny about it. But then I started to really look at it and see other inspiration online. That's always good, isn't it? When you see somebody else making something fantastic and you think, oh, that's kind of nice. So I have learned to love it. So let's go over there. Before, as I say, before I lose my voice. So here's the products that are included in Earthen Elegance. So let me grab them so you can see them live. The first thing I want to show you is the designer series paper. It's 12 by 12. I've just cut my paper down here to 6 by 12, just so I can show you it. So you get the 12 by 12, two of each, double-sided. So that's one side, and then that's the other side. Certainly earthen colors, aren't they? Look at this one. I love this one. It's almost like a sun print. I love that. And then this one is really interesting. It's sort of, I've cut it, but it's got some graduated colors. So I think that's really pretty. So that's the designer series paper. And it's also included in the suite of products is this wavy trim. So it's sort of like our linen thread, but it's got this really cool design. So I like that. And of course, we've got the stamps, Earthen Texture stamps, and the Earthen Texture dies that go with it. So some really cool things. So just like a lot of our stamp sets, we've got the dies that actually cut out the shapes, right? And then we also have some dies that don't have a coordinating stamp set. So these three, four, yes, five. Excuse me. I'm going to really try hard not to cough, you guys, okay? I'm going to go a little bit faster than normal just so I can get through it without coughing. I'm going to be using a couple of stamp sets. Hi, Sharon. How are ya? I've got Copper Clay and Misty Moonlight. Don't they look great together? I love those colors together. I've also got my card base is going to be Pebbled Path. So this is one of the new in colors, which I really like. It's a beautiful neutral. And then I'm also going to be grabbing some other paper. I've got the Distressed Gold. This was in the last catalog, but it's carried forward, and it's just beautiful. Love that. I think you can see that, how pretty that is. I've got Misty Moonlight, which goes beautifully with this. And I was looking for colors that went together. Excuse me. Like a month ago, I think I posted link to this color coach, I guess is what you'd call it. I'm trying to find the front page, which I'm not having any luck at. Anyway, I posted this for you guys and then just suggested you can print it out. Oh, here's the front color coach. Print it out and then just cut it up. And then I put some holes in here, punch some holes, and then put a little ring just so I got some ideas. So this just gives me some ideas. So here I see Pebbled Path goes with Boho and Misty Moonlight. So that's kind of how I pulled it up. And then we've also got the crumb cake. Sort of that's how I approach this. Excuse me. This is the copper clay. So you can see how that goes together. All these colors. Hi, Ellie. How are you? Glad you could join. And then I've cut some DSP, Designer Series paper. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And then I've got a scrap of Very Vanilla. I haven't used Very Vanilla in a long time. I don't know about you guys. I tend to go more with basic white. But anyway, I was teaching a class on the weekend. And one of the participants, live class, one of the participants said, what's this embossing folder we're using? The little bubbles, I call it. And I said, oh, you probably missed it because it's not in the catalog. It's an online exclusive. And that got myself and the other participants that were at my class talking about online exclusives and how I always forget to tell you guys about them. You can see them by visiting my store. So shopcrazywithallison.com. And they get kind of lost, right? So if you go to my store and you click on, I think it's what's new, you can see all the products that are online exclusives, meaning that they're exclusive to online shopping. And I really love a lot of them. And one of the best one, I think, right now is this trio of basic embossing folders. So we've got one that's like a crosshatch. My sister Mo will know what the proper name of this one is. It's got a really weird name. I can't remember. It looks like a bunch of little flowers to me. And then this sort of looks like bubble wrap to me. Okay. So for our card today, we're going to be using the crosshatch one, which is my favorite one, really. Excuse me. So what you need for that is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You're going to need the plate number 1, or the platform, sorry. And you're going to need plate number 4. That's it, because this is a 3D, so it's a thick one. So you're only going to need this one plate. And what I did was I just did this ahead of time. I took my Pebbled Path, I put it in my embossing folder, put it down on my platform, and I ran it through the regular size Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay? So you guys know how to do that. So I just did that ahead of time. All right, and then you end up with, hopefully you can see this really nice texture, which kind of goes nice with the earthen, what am I trying to say? Theme, I guess, the theme, okay? So that's what I started with. Then I'm going to grab some of this DSP that I pre-cut. This piece here is 1.5 by 4 1/4. So let's glue that down. Anybody else join? I think people are going to have just a time finding me after being away so long. So I appreciate my loyal people coming back. And I'm sure some of you will catch me on my recording. So hopefully I'm going to be back at my schedule unless something goes wonky, which hopefully it won't. So I'll be back on Sunday. Normally I'm on Wednesday, but I just was actually, it wasn't that I was sick yesterday. My son, so excited, my son got engaged. And so him and his fiance, we went over to visit his grandmother so that they could tell her. And I wanted to be there. So it kind of collided with my regular time. So that's where I was yesterday. So that's why I'm here today. This one here is 1/2 inch by 5. Okay, 1/2 inch by 5. So I'm just going to glue that down right across there. So it just gives us some definition, and we've got the nice texture. Then we've got the paper that looks like a texture, right? And I like this piece because it's got all sorts of different colors in it, which appeals to me. We've got the Misty Moonlight, we've got Moody Mauve, we've got Copper Clay, gray, the gray granite. So I like that. Okay. Hi, Denise. How are you? From Winnipeg. I know where you're from. Nice to see ya. Okay. So that's what we've got so far. So should we do some stamping? I've got my little scrap here. I'm going to grab this stamp, this pot. Okay. And I'm also going to grab this Thank you. Those are the ones I'm going to work with. So I've got the copper clay. That's what I'm going to stamp my pot in. Okay. And then I'm going to stamp my words in Misty Moonlight. I'm so glad Misty Moonlight came back. How about you guys? I really loved it. I think I'm going to go kind of at an angle here because I'm going to cut it out with a die, and I want to have enough space. Okay, so that's all. That's the only reason I stamped it at an angle. Okay, so this one here, we have an actual die that's going to cut that out. Here it is. So you know me, you guys, I have to use my tape to hold myself in place there. And then I also want to use my favorite. It is a fun reason, isn't it, Keisha? It is. It's so fun. And she's lovely. She's a lovely person, and we're really excited. They're very happy together. And so that's always nice. Okay. Then I got, oh, I should have told you, we've got the stylish shaped dies. Love these, right? Because we've got the circles, we've got the squares, we've got the labels. We've got tons of things to pick from. So that's what I want to use to cut out my words here. So again, I'm just going to anchor that down. Hi, Vicky. Good morning from Australia. I've got another Australian. I've got my buddy Sharon on here. Hi, Gail. Oh, thanks, you guys. Like I said, I sound a bit like a frog, don't I? But now it's sort of moved from a cough sort of into a chronic kind of, I don't have asthma, but I have a airway thing sometimes, and I haven't had it in years and years. And I guess I just got it back when I couldn't stop coughing. Anyway, there was no point in trying to join you in the last 3 weeks without, there's just no way. I would have, at this point in our presentation, I would have been nonstop coughing. So that would have been not pleasant for you or me. And then I'd be on my inhaler, and oh my gosh, it would be a mess. Let's save these, make sure I don't lose these bits. Okay. Anybody else popped on? Hi, Jacqueline. I am feeling better. Jacqueline, I don't know what time when you popped on here, but I was telling everybody about something exciting that I know you are going to be really excited about. Little Ian, you know, little Ian, who's now 31 and not so little. He got engaged. So I know you'd be excited about that. Everyone needs to come and help me with all your workshops over on the island and come over on the ferry with me. And then you go right for your dogs, right? Like beeline, right for your dogs. Okay. I am going to cut this piece out. Now, it's sort of a funny looking little piece, but it's actually the top of the urn, and you can use it on either of these urns. So we got this one here and this one. Okay. So I'm cutting it out of copper clay. Sorry, guys, I got a little tickles. So you have to excuse that. I'm a little out of practice. So if I forget to tell you something, somebody ask. Okay. Because, you know, when you're in the groove of doing these twice a week, you kind of are better at it. And then you get out of practice and you think, oh gosh, I forgot to tell them that. Okay, what else do I want to cut out? Oh yeah, I want to cut out this. This. I love this die. Look at this. It's like a fan. Somebody, is this a specific plant? Does anybody know? I count on you guys to tell me. Thinking Keisha might know. My sister Mo might know. Not sure, but I'm cutting it out of Misty Moonlight. And there it is. It's so fabulous. Look at this. See a little, it's got like score marks in the leaves. Look at that. Can you see that? We're going to be doing that in a minute. Okay, we'll put that there. And then the only other little one I want to cut out is this kind of funky one. I don't know what you call it. It's like a, I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm cutting that out of that distressed gold that we talked about. Unless it's a rose. I'm just looking. Yes. thanks, Jacqueline.
Yeah, she's a lovely, his fiance is lovely, lovely woman. We're very happy. She's very sweet, but she's strong. She's a school teacher, so that's kind of nice. Anyway, they're very happy, and we're happy. Everybody's happy. The mother-in-law's happy. It's all good. Okay. Okay. Pop these out. I don't know what you'd call this. It's almost like a lattice of some kind. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what you'd call it. I think that's all I need. And then we can put this card together. So this is where we left off, remember? Okay, now I'm going to take that one. He does deserve the best. Oh, hi, Diane. Yeah, I'm feeling much better. Thank you, hon. Thank you. Hope you got my email earlier. Sign, make sure you registered for our class on Saturday. I know you can't come when we're live, but make sure you ask to join the group so you can watch the recordings later. That's for your Daisy class. Okay, so what I'm doing, you guys, can you see these are scored? Like it cuts it out, and then it also scores on these lines. So you get some dimension, okay? So I'm just kind of squeezing, folding, and squeezing as I go. You can also just leave them flat. You don't have to do this step, but I kind of like it popped up a bit. Okay, now I don't need the stem, so I'm going to cut that off. Okay, then I'm going to add a dimension. Here we go. Dimension to give it dimension. There we go. I'm just going to add one like that and just position it. I think about there looks good. Should I take the backing? How if I took the back off, you guys? It's kind of hard to stick if you don't take the back off. Here we go. So it just adds a little bit of dimension to it. Okay. Then we've got our pot. And I'm going to pop it up too, because you can't have too many dimensionals, can you? Okay. I don't want to tempt fate, but I'm feeling pretty good that I managed not to cough much. Yay. And this guy here, we're just going to glue. So that's that kind of funny looking die we were talking about earlier. And there you go. You see, it's the top of the jars or the pots. Okay. We go, just like that. And oh, I wanted to do something before I did all that, but that's okay. I think I can salvage it. So I'm just going to ever so carefully take this off. I didn't want to put that down yet. What I wanted to do was add these pretty gold accents. I just thought a pop of gold would be really pretty. And that distressed gold paper is, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, isn't it? So we're just going to tuck that under like that. Okay, and then same with this one. I'm just using my glue. Peacock feathers, it kind of does. It's not a ginkgo, is it, Mo? I don't think so. I don't know what it is. It's like a palm of some kind. Like, in the days of the Pharaoh, they used to have those people standing there, slaves, I guess, standing there waving them to cool people down. So I don't know. Maybe that's the kind of palm. Maybe it's just a palm. Okay, that's gone like that. Now we can put that back where it was. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Can you see that gold? It's really pretty. We've got the dimension of our fan. Okay, then I'm going to take my thank you, and I just want to pop that here, I think. Okay, I guess something like that. So remember, when you've popped up something, we want to put something that's going to overlay on it, we only want to pop up the side that's not going to be beside, like on top of the other object that's already popped up, or you're going to get like a weird pop-up. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a dimensional on that side, and we're going to put glue on this side. And the reason is because this dimensional is going to make it the same height as the pot. Okay. Now, let's add some of this fantastic ribbon. Wavy trim. Wavy trim. It does look like a palm, doesn't it? Okay, I think. So what I want to do is I want to be very careful here. So I've cut off 3 little sections. Now, they'll tend to unravel. So I want to be really careful with it. I'm going to grab some glue dots. Now, being mindful that I'm not using regular glue dots. Okay, I'm using paper pumpkin glue dots. You think it's a palm too? Yeah. Very Greek. I think it does look Greek. You're right. Oh, peacock. Yeah. Yeah, I like the folding. It's not that hard to do, Mo. You're right. It's just like back and forth. You just have to kind of get your fingers in there. So I'm going to stick 3 of those on. So there's the, okay. And then I love these glue dots because they're flat, right? So they're very different than the glue dots we get in a box, which have their use. It's just I don't think they're as good for this as these flat ones. So because you got those flat ones, you're not dimensionalizing your ribbon. So we're just going to stick that on. And because I've got that on, it's going to hold that in place and stop it from separating. Oops, stop it from separating. Can you see that? So that just adds some texture, right? And then let's finish that off. I love all the new embellishments. I got them all, but one of each. Excuse me. And when you see them, just a sec here. When you see them, like, look at this. Like, when you actually see them in real life, look at this. You would never know how beautiful that was just from the catalog, right? Look at these. That one's pretty too. What's that? Adhesive back sparkle gems. Ooh, I like that. Love. Anyway, we're going to use these new ones called Neutrals Adhesive Back Sequins because I thought the colors went really well. We've got the kind of copper and the brass and the gold. Okay, so they're in 2 sizes, I think, not 3, 2, I think. Yeah, it looks like it. So let's grab a gold because that gold will tie in with the gold here in the distress paper. Then let's grab a copper and let's grab kind of a brassy one. Kind of works with that copper clay. So that's the card. I like it. And let me show you another card. I got this card in a swap from my friend Lena. Look at this. Oh, she did such a pretty job. I like that she's used the designer series paper to create the pots. And there's that fabulous ribbon. And this one here, see this? Let me grab it for you. I just want to show you. This is one of the dies. And I thought, oh, that'd be pretty cut out, but it doesn't cut out. It actually embosses. It adds a little bit of interest and dimension, doesn't it? Like that. Now, I'm really excited about something that's happened to me that's new. In July, I have been asked to join a tutorial group that's been going on for, 6 or 7 years. And I'm really excited about joining it. There's 12 people from around the world. And it's going to be my new monthly giveaway for orders. It's called the All-Star Video Tutorials, I think. And so there's 12 tutorials. We each do a card. We each, we do the video, we do the supplies, and we put it all together and we give it away to our customers. So this new one that I'm going to be participating in July is using the Earthen Elegance Suite Collection. So I can't show you that card because it's a secret, but I wanted to show you some ideas. Okay. Oh, thanks, Vicki. Appreciate that. It is elegant, isn't it? It's kind of weird because I really wasn't that excited about it, to tell you the truth. And now I'm kind of in love with it. Do you want to see some other samples? I'm going to show you some other cards that I got in swaps or people sending me. Here's one. How cute. The little monkeys. Now, I have a friend and she says the monkey freaks her out. But I like it. I think it's cute. And then here's another one. This is one of my favorites from I think it's from the mini catalog, right? And they carried forward. Look at this. I got this in a swap. And this is that sunburst background stamp that's just been embossed. I don't know if you can see it with white. Is this the most fantastic card ever? Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. And then my sister Mo, who's on this call, she sent me a whole bunch of cards. I came home to all these beautiful cards. And this is one called Lazy Days. And look at this. This is a spanner card. And so Mo has used this die to create that bridge. Look at that. I might have shown you this one already, but I'm showing it to you again. Look at the little, she's cut out the little cushion to sit on there. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, am I not in, was I not in, I might see I'm out of practice. Let me make sure I got you showing you all these. Okay. All right. So that's some fun ones just to show you. And then I want to just mention a couple of things. Here we are. So Ange McKay and I do our classes once a month, right? Are you ready for our July class? What's our July class going to be? You might ask. July 29th, let me tell you, we're using the Crafting with You bundle. Now, this, you might look at the catalog and think, oh yeah, that's interesting. And I'm a crafter and that's fun and I could send it to, but you guys, it's the dies. There's a trimmer and it actually works that you can put your little paper through there. Oh, I just love it. We've got an easel. We've got a sewing machine. Got a little quilter's ring, bobbins, threads, scissors. Can't wait to make some cards with you for this for July. So that registration will be coming out in the next week or so. And then in case you don't know, there's a designer series paper sale on right now. Look at all these beautiful papers. So that one that we used today, Earthen Elegance, it's on for they're all on for 15% off. I love this one, the Bright and Beautiful. We're going to be using that in our Crafting with You class. So you're going to get half a pack of that. Of course, you've seen the Fresh as a Daisy. We've used that before. That's gorgeous. Anyway, 15% off. So don't forget about that. And let me come over here. And maybe I will do this. And we will put our cards using this. There we go. Okay, so what else did I want to tell you? I wanted to tell you, that there's another special this month. Oh my gosh, you guys, thanks for hanging in there with me. When you join Stampin' Up! In my Stampin' Up! Community, my Canada Inks Up community during June, you're going to get the Fabulous Starter Kit. Now, it's already fabulous, but it's even more fabulous in June because you can pick $206 Canadian and pay only $135, and there's no shipping. And some provinces, there's no tax. And in some provinces, there's just PSD. So a huge savings than if you bought $206 worth of products, right? You're going to get more and you're going to pay no shipping on it, and you're going to pay, for the most part, no tax. If you live in the United States, I can't sign you up as much as I'd love to, but my friend Patsy Waggoner, Stamp to Die For, she would be happy to have you join her community. So we've got all the, every time I do a video, I always put our links there. So just have a look at any of the videos, including this one when I save it. Okay. So let's see. Any more questions? Okay. Oh yeah, you got to register, Jacqueline. I'll keep you. Don't you worry. I got you covered. Okay. Any other questions or comments, you guys? I made it. I made it with just a few little coughs. I'm so excited. I think, there's a new comment maybe. Oh, you're welcome, Vicky. I miss saying hello to you. Hello.
Okay, you guys. So I'm going to see you on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. That's my usual time. Yes, see you Saturday, Gail. I've also got two classes on Saturday, so I'm hoping I have a voice by Sunday morning. If I don't, then I'll just come on and hold up things. But I will see you back here then. In the meantime, have a great rest of the week, and I hope you get some stamping in and some creative time. And bye, Diane. So bye, you guys. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.